Nathan Zegura here at Huntington Bank Field, where the Browns drop to 1-2 with a very disappointing loss to the New York Giants right here at home. Last year, the Browns 8-1 at home. This year already 0-2 with losses to Dallas in Week 1 and today with the Giants. And this was a game the Browns were heavily favored. This was a game where the Browns should have been able to take care of business, but they were not. And it started great. Opening kickoff, Tony Brown elevated, forces a fumble, Delpit recovers it. The very first play on offense for the Browns, Deshaun Watson to Amari Cooper, 24 yards. It was a touchdown, 7-0 within 15 seconds, and you felt like the route was on. This was going to be what you expected, the Browns to take care of business at home against a very struggling Daniel Jones, who had lost 7 of his last 8 starts, and the Giants, but that was not to be the case. The Browns had a chance maybe to put this one away early. Jones throws an interception to Ronnie Hickman, but for the second straight week, the Browns have a penalty, take away a turnover deep in opponent's territory. This time it was roughing the passer on Greg Newsome, and it was a tough call, but made contact to the head of Daniel Jones, and that drew the flag. The Giants would then score on that drive to tie it up 7-7. We came into this game talking about Malik Neighbors, that he was the straw that stirred the drink for the Giants on offense. Well, he put together a second quarter that showed why. Not 1, but 2 touchdown catches, and all of a sudden, it was 21-7 at the half. Deshaun Watson would be sacked today 8 times. That's the most he's been sacked in an NFL game in his career. The Browns' offensive line that was supposed to be back, it started with the starters, Wills, Bitonio, Posick, Teller, and DeJuan Jones. It would suffer an injury to Jedrick Wills. It would suffer an injury to Wyatt Teller. It would suffer. DeJuan Jones came to this game banged up and clearly could not move as he normally would. He missed time. In comes James Hudson. He misses the game. He ends up getting hurt and leaving. So the Browns' finishing offensive line was Joel Bitonio at left tackle, center Ethan Posick at left guard, Nick Harris at center, rookie Zach Zinner at right guard, and DeJuan Jones at right tackle. And yet the Browns still had a chance to win it. The defense, which did not do a good job in the first half. Daniel Jones only 2 incompletions in the first half, 2 touchdowns, and really probably the best half of football he's played in his career. The defense really came to play in the second half. They limited the Giants. They forced turnovers. They did it all. But the Browns still could not capitalize. After Deshaun Watson led a touchdown drive, finding Amari Cooper for his second touchdown, and Amari was spectacular today. Let me just say that. He was spectacular. The drop's a thing of the past, made a lot of tough catches. He had 2 touchdowns on the day. The Browns down 14 when they scored. They go for 2 as they always do. They get it. So now it's 21-15. You're saying, okay, here we go. The defense gets the ball back for the Browns offense. A Jerome Ford fumble ends a drive at midfield. The Browns get the ball back again. They get another opportunity. They go for it on 3rd and 1. A Jameis Winston sneak, and he gets blown up. They're not able to get the first down. And then on 4th and 1, they call the right play. They get a pick play at the top. Akins is wide open. Watson unable to get him the football. He tries to run for the first down, gets stopped short. So the Browns turn it over in their territory, now down 6. You thought it was going to be 9. Greg Joseph, former Browns kicker, misses a field goal. They get another opportunity to go down the field and win the game. And on 4th down, with the game on the line, Deshaun Watson threw an absolutely perfect ball to Cedric Tillman. It hit him right between the 1 and the 9, and he dropped it. And so those things, penalties, dropped passes, they have come back to haunt the Cleveland Browns. And today the Browns lost a game that they absolutely should have won. It's going to be back to the drawing board. What do we do on offense? What's the state of this offensive line? As you go to Las Vegas next week and you take on a very good Raiders team that's got a good front, the ability to get after the quarterback. This was not a game the Browns should have lost. This was a game that the Browns will only have themselves to blame. A failure to execute at critical moments, a defense in the first half that could not get on the field and allowed not 1, not 2, but 3 long touchdown drives, an inability to neutralize Malik Neighbors, an inability to protect your quarterback with 8 sacks in this one. Watson would miss some throws as well in this game. Just bad offensive football all around for this team. And you wonder, when are they going to get out of first gear? The Browns have not scored 20 points in a game. They're going to have to do so if they want to win some games going forward. Ultimately, disappointing. That's the word. The Browns find themselves at 1-2 for the first time under head coach Kevin Stefanski. We're going to break this game down for you on Cleveland Browns Daily. I can promise you it will not be pretty, but the Browns are now going to have to go on the road, as they did in Week 2, take on an AFC opponent, a non-division opponent, get a win to get this team back to 500.